You will see that I always create a new layer for every step, and I always put it above the old layer. But this one, the layer 8 that represent for the color layers, will be below the layer 7 that represent for the light work layer. So I rename it for you so you can easy to see it. So the color layers, it will be under, because I don't want the lines is hiding under the color. And with that, when I work in the color layer, all the workings here will not affect to the light work. Okay, so here will be the light work. You can see that this pictures, the light work, the color of this one is really simple. Is only have red and black, and I go with the style that have the black shadow. So first I will talk a little bit about the shadow before you go into the color step. In my theory that after I learned it in the hard way, you just imagine like this. You have a house, okay, with the roof like this, and here is the box. Okay, so when the light is showing up, and you see there's nothing above the roof, so all the light will come to the roof, and because of that I will draw a line like this. Depend on the direction of the light. Imagine that I have direction from there, so the line will go like this. Yeah. And this part here will be the shadow. So that's because the roof is cover the box. So where is it? This is here, right? So this is the shadow of the roof, and this one is cover the box. To think more about this, the light is here, so the same with the boxing here, and because this side is not showing to the light, so that's why it also have the shadow, but it's lighter. And because of the light in here and the box, it will create a shadow of the old box like this. So in conclusion, to talk in a simple way about this one, this means that something in above and cover something behind with the direction of the light, it will create the shadow. So the same here, I will talk a little bit. The same here, you can see the hakama is hiding, is above the feet, right? So depend on the direction of the light, the hakama will cover the feet, and it will leave a shadow in the feet like this. You can see like this, so it will be around there. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say. So based on this theory, and I will choose the light source. So let's pick the light here. This is, let's check the light. This light is not in the one side, is in the middle like this, and in front up. So that's why it in the above to there. So I will make layers in here with the sketch for you to see how it works. So because our head is round, that's why here is having the light, and this one is the shadow. Because of the head, it covers the neck, so the neck cannot receive the light, so in the neck it will be going to black with the shadow. The same as this, the scarf is a bow, so that's why it will leave the shadow on the body like this. This one is hiding deep inside, so that's why it cannot receive the light. So that's why it will have the shadows in here. Continue with the wrinkle. The wrinkles in here of the clothes, so the short lines come from above, and here is hiding, so that's why this one is also have shadow. But the light can affect here a little bit. It can show a little bit in here, so that's why here you will have the light. And you can see in the final work, you see this one like this. I use the black to present for the shadow, and this one is I just use the plain color for this to make you have a look. Why I choose this style? Because I think that with this style it makes the character look cooler. That's what I'm trying to do. So we are done with that, and now I will go with the color. First I will create the shadow. Here it will be going to be black, and this one going to be black also, because when you're adding the shadow of the hair, you maybe will want to add some thin line like this, so the hair will look a little bit more lively with some straight hair. But you don't need to add too much lines, or else your hair will become a mess, just like you are waking up from a nightmare. In some big area, maybe you will feel tired. If you use the pen tool to paint on the part in here, you can go and choose the bucket tool. Just remember to increase the expand to 1 pixel, or else it will leave the white line around the few part. I want to look naturally when I put a transition from black to white area, so I will create some short line to make a hatching, or maybe you can go ahead with cross hatching if you feel like to doing that. Maybe in the middle of your work, you feel like that some of your line work have a problem, just like the scarf. I think it's kinda too big, so I will use the select tool, and then I will use the move tool to move to the position that I think is look great, and then I will erase some part I don't need and redraw the line art again. Just remember that you must go back to your line layer, or else you will make a mess with the color layer. we are done with the shadow. Now we'll go to the next step is coloring.